Already?
Introducing first, from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, Ronnie
Pat, do you know much about this Ronnie Payne woman?
I don't know too much about Ronnie Payne. Jefferson James, she's an up-and-comer trained by Troy Merrick and a new face here in ECPW Wrestling. Already seems to be popular with the fans as we welcome you back to another episode of East Coast Pro Wrestling on Seaside Communications, powered by Rogers. Women's Championship action. The youngster Ronnie Payne against Divya Fiji. And as you said, Jefferson James joining me here on commentary. Ronnie Payne, maybe a bit of an unknown quantity for us in ECPW.
If she gets a championship match after me, I do not understand this. This nobody gets a match over me. I should be given my rematch over Divya. And you know that.
Well, it is interesting. Divya Fiji coming to the ring. Her last title defense was against Jefferson James. And Jefferson James, why exactly were you challenging for the women's championship?
It was a fluke, and you know it, Patrick. If you did not make that match official, then I would have had better competition and would have been upper class champion, not women's champion.
Well, I was just doing what the competitors were asking for, and you certainly had your hands full with Divya Fiji. And I think Ronnie Payne is also going to have her hands full with Divya Fiji as well.
I was tired. That's why I didn't win.
Well, Jefferson James is still resting from that match, apparently, and that's why he's on commentary with us.
But you know what? We'll see what happens. Divya could lose this match, but Ronnie Payne has the inexperience.
Well, I guess you can take credit for wearing Divya Fiji out from that championship match if she ends up being defeated in this contest. But she has not lost a title match since winning that title, winning it against Bia Moss.
It could be her night.
It could be. As Divya Fiji won the championship at the 20th anniversary show.
You can dance around all you want, Divya, but that ain't gonna keep your title.
And had that match against Jefferson James in addition to the violent encounter with Jody Threat we saw last time this past summer.
Divya has been hanging on by a thread, and tonight could be her night because this looks like a very even bout between Ronnie Payne and Divya Fiji.
Well, Ronnie Payne, certainly a capable challenger. They don't just give away ECPW championship matches. You know, Sheldon McLean, the championship committee, are scouring the world for talented competitors to challenge for Divya Fiji's championship. And we'll see what this Nova
Very
Scotia
nice
challenge
collar
she's
double
got.
tie-up.
Absolutely good start to this matchup as...
Very nice exchange, but Ronnie needs to keep her feet down on the mat.
Looks like we might have a reasonable matchup here size-wise. Not sure we'll have a power advantage for either woman. As evidenced by these even Steven lockups we're seeing in the early going.
Did Divya pull the hair? Looked like she did for a second.
Well, I know you would probably approve of that tactic.
That was cheap. No. Divya's a cheater. I saw it. She has her hand on her hair.
Well, Scotty McPherson assigned the call. Scotty, of course, refereed many championship matches here in ECPW over the years, so he's capable, and he's got a great contest here as Divya Fiji dancing the night away after a nice hip toss, bringing Ronnie Payne to the mat. And again, grounding her opponent.
Ronnie needs to get up and get up fast.
No doubt about that. Needs to be on her feet to win the ECPW Women's Championship.
Oh, what's Divya going for here? It looked like she didn't get all that scoop slam, but she definitely landed her flat on her back.
Oh, Ronnie Payne, I think, did a good job showing a little bit of resistance there. Made it difficult, but still feeling the brunt of that slam against the canvas. And now she may have to regroup.
Oh, very nice arm drag by Ronnie Payne.
Taking a page out of Divya's book. Well scouted by Ronnie Payne. Back to where we started in the middle of the ring.
Oh, what's she going for here? Scoop slam herself?
These two mirror images of each other in the early going with the arm drags and the body slams, and now it's Divya Fiji who's having to go outside of the ring to try to change the momentum. This is a bit of an unfamiliar situation for her. And perhaps Jefferson James, our color analyst, was correct.
This is what I think. Divya is a coward right now.
Wow.
She doesn't want to fight like a woman. She doesn't want to fight like a wrestler. She wants to scurry out of the ring because she knows Ronnie Payne has the advantage right now.
Well, I seem to recall that you were a fan of those types of stalling tactics when Lincoln Steen was employing them earlier.
No.
But Divya Fiji is...
I have unfinished business with her.
Well, indeed you do, but right now she finds herself outside the ring and perhaps some of the crowd warming to Ronnie Payne here.
Ronnie needs to grab her right here, right now.
And indeed, it looks like what she's going to try to do to bring her back in the ring.
Divya's a cheater. See, Pat? What am I telling you right now?
Divya Fiji is bending the rules perhaps early in the match, but she's able to get back in control. Audience may be a little bit stunned by this more aggressive version of Divya Fiji, a snap suplex.
This is unbelievable.
Pinfall attempt early, and a 2 count.
I can't believe Divya's doing all these things. And this is why she didn't get the 3 count, because she's a cheater.
Well, didn't get the 3 count there, but Ronnie Payne finds herself in a world of trouble here. Divya Fiji showing a vicious side we had not seen of her in previous.
Oh, that's right, Roddy.
matches,
Get up, get up.
She certainly was willing to go to any lengths in that brawl we saw against Jody Threat by necessity. And now raking her against the ropes. Scotty McPherson's got to get in there.
I don't approve of that.
And this is a new mentality from Divya Fiji.
Referee should disqualify her by now.
Well, he does have the authority to do that.
He should have disqualified her a long time ago.
But of course,
I'm so worked up, I'm not even saying my words right.
Well, Ronnie Payne may not want that because she will not win the championship with a disqualification. Bulldog takes down Divya Fiji, and Ronnie Payne pinfall attempt. We have a new champion. A 2. Ronnie Payne giving the more seasoned veteran Divya Fiji and a run for money or pinfall attempt. Close to the ropes and a 2 count. Not sure if Ronnie Payne realized how close she was. Payne might have been able to reach out and get the leg on the ropes, but as it was, she did kick out.
And see, that is the resilience of Payne right now. She is showing that she wants to stay in this fight at all times. And what she needs to do right now, she needs to get up, she needs to grab Divya's arms and break them apart. Because right now, Divya has that chin lock cinched in.
Certainly does, and that's certainly wearing down Ronnie Payne. The youngster has a big opportunity, perhaps the biggest match of her young career, and maybe not going according to plan right now. Not only does Divya have that front face lock on, but also putting the knee into the back of Ronnie Payne.
Although I don't agree with Ronnie Payne getting this match right away, because you saw it in her inexperience, she is showing something, and that is heart.
Definitely doing that as she elbows her way back up. Trying to regain a vertical base, but she's thrown to the ground.
Divya gives her a vicious club from there.
Definitely seeing a violent side of Divya Fiji here in this match.
Although I may not like Divya, I am a fan of what she's doing right now. I take back what I said.
Pinfall attempt at a 2 count, and I think the crowd may be a little bit taken aback by what they're seeing of Divya Fiji here tonight.
And this is what Divya needs. She needs to be vicious. And that's what she's shown right now is the mean streak.
We're here at the Waterford and District Community Center for Metal Mayhem East Coast Pro Wrestling as Divya Fiji using the ropes against Ronnie Payne, putting all her weight on that leg, and Payne finding herself in pain in the corner.
Payne needs to fight back right now.
And needs to find herself out of that corner. And once again, Divya Fiji using the full count to its extent on Ronnie Payne. Snapmare right into the middle of the ring, and that's not where Payne wants to be. Far away from the ropes. Pinfall attempt and a 2 count, and it took every ounce of energy, I think, to kick out for.
Very nice pinfall from Divya Fiji. And now she's keeping her ground, and once again, going on that back. Oh, is she going for the Muda lock?
Certainly is wearing down Ronnie Payne in the middle of the ring. And again, you look at the ring awareness and veteranship of Divya Fiji, bringing Ronnie Payne right to the middle of the ring.
Does she have it cinched in? Looks like she has it in.
Ronnie's struggling to get to the ropes. She may not be close enough away.
Is she going to tap? No. No, maybe.
Well, you can hear Scotty McPherson is right there.
And a rope break from Ronnie Payne.
Rope break indeed. And again, Divya using the full 4 count. He gets disqualified on 5.
That is the crafty ring experience from Divya. Divya has not only wrestled across Canada, but she has also wrestled in Japan for 5 or 6 months. So she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, Divya Fiji's wrestled all over the world. And a double clothesline. Both women go down.
It looks like Ronnie didn't use the full momentum of the ropes. If she would have used the full momentum, then she would have had more off that clothesline, guaranteed.
Perhaps so, and now both women trying to regain that vertical base. Talk about Divya Fiji won the first ever ECPW women's title match against Bea Moss. Has had successful title defenses and also a former Battle Arts champion in Ontario. Has her hands full here against the youngster from Nova Scotia, Ronnie Payne.
What Divya needs to do is get back up and cut her down, because if she keeps crawling, she ain't gonna get the advantage. She's gonna give Ronnie Payne the time to get the momentum.
Well, even Stevens, so to speak here, both women to their feet at the same time, and a clothesline by Ronnie Payne.
Oh, nice clothesline from Ronnie Payne.
And another.
Again. And a back elbow.
Back elbow right into the throat of Divya Fiji. Ronnie Payne trying to set her up for a suplex.
Oh, vertical suplex from here.
Thundering impact on the mat.
It looked like a variant of a vertical suplex and a scoop slam.
Pinfalls 2.5. And Divya Fiji was almost seeing her title slip away. Getting quite the challenge here from the young Ronnie Payne.
It sounds like we have a rowdy fan in the crowd right now.
Indeed.
Oh. Didn't get all that.
Fireman's carry attempt perhaps. Oh, and the line of fire with Scotty McPherson.
Right
Pinfall attempt.
1, 2, 3.
The crowd counting
but the referee
3.
is down. There's nothing more we can do.
There is nothing more we can do. And Divya Fiji, I don't think she realized that Scotty McPherson went down when he was hit inadvertently.
Oh, she's pulling out the chain.
Now, where did that chain come from? Divya Fiji.
Right now. I'll give it to her. Oh.
What is this? A little gamesmanship, perhaps. Scotty McPherson thinks he was hit with that chain. He's trying to figure out what happened. And now Divya Fiji, she's got the championship belt.
I attempted in our match.
Oh, no, right into the head of the youngster Ronnie Payne. And a 3 count.
As much as I hate to say it, because I can't stand Divya Fiji, she came out the better woman tonight, and still ECPW Women's Champion, as John Patterson said.
Some questionable tactics from Divya Fiji to retain the ECPW Women's Championship. And she is the champion, and I'm sure Ronnie Payne is going to watch this back, and she's going to have some questions. And I can certainly understand the frustration that Divya Fiji thought she had Ronnie Payne beaten. But when the referee was not there to count, she resorted to some less than savory means to keep that title. But it is official. She is still the ECPW Women's Champion.
And she ain't even acknowledging the fans. I got to give her that.
Perhaps turning it over a new leaf is Divya Fiji, and I think she might have been waving goodbye to the fans. She is still your women's champion as you are watching ECPW Metal Mayhem on Seaside Communications, powered by Rogers.
Your following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from all the way from Hollywood, California.
Oh, I like this guy.
Jefferson James, you're fond of this Hollywood Cole, you say?
I know him very well. He has traveled all across Ontario, Quebec, and made a name for himself, especially here in the Maritimes. He is acting championship after championship after championship and making himself a top key star. And that is the ladies' pet, men's regret, Hollywood Cole.
Well, certainly making a statement coming out with that jacket is Hollywood Cole. As you said, he has held championships, the UCW singles champion and tag team champion, has wrestled at ECPW, although it's our first time seeing him in 2023, but his impressive resume speaks for itself.
The resume speaks for himself, and everyone he has beaten, he's just only going to elevate himself more and more.
Well, he certainly has a big challenge in front of him tonight, but it could be a statement victory for young Hollywood Cole, who is certainly looking the part of Hollywood with those glasses. Maybe a bit of a Jefferson James play. Who wore them first?
And that's exactly what it is. He is going to take everything that he has and then win, because that's what he is. He is an elite winner, and you can bet on that.
Well, The crowd getting their chance to see Hollywood Cole for the first time in 2023. You're watching East Coast Pro Wrestling Metal Mayhem on Seaside Communication, powered by Rogers, here for the New Waterford and District Community Center. As Hollywood Cole getting ready.
I mean, look at the presence of this man. How can women not love him? He's got the hair, he's got the shades, he's got the $1 million smile, and the jacket. He's got it all.
I have to say, he looks like a star. There's no doubt about that.
He doesn't look like it. He is the star.
Well, he's going to have a test tonight.
From St. John's, Newfoundland.
Oh, this is going to be a very good one. Moondog Dylan Davis, winner of 2022 Wrestling Academy 2022.
Moondog Dylan Davis, veteran of over 20 matches at ECPW. He's been a champion in 4 different promotions, has been close to championship glory in ECPW, and more often than not, gets his hand raised at the end of the match. But he's going to have his hands full here with young Hollywood Cole.
And believe it or not, Pat, last year, these two competed in April 2022, and Dylan Davis came out on top, but ever since then, Cole has gained more experience, so I think this could be a very even bout. But Cole also has the height advantage, so he can use his length to his disposal.
Well, I'm sure Hollywood Cole has gone back to watch the tapes from that match, and I'm sure when you're a youngster up and coming, those losses eat at you. And you've got to go back to the drawing board and see what you need to do to win the next time you have the same chance.
And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Cole is going to apply everything that he learned from that match and become the winner.
Well,
Guaranteed.
certainly a victory against the Moondog Dylan Davis would vault him up the rankings at ECPW. Dylan Davis, of course, would love himself to have another championship opportunity. And see, someone has got a Newfoundland flag in support of the Moondog, who is obviously very proud of his Newfoundland blood, but as said before, he considers New Waterford a bit of a second home as well.
As much as I'm not a fan of the man's flag in hometown, I will give Dylan credit. He is indeed a spectacular wrestler, representing Newfoundland to its fullest.
Well, we should have a tremendous matchup here. And Hollywood Cole maybe a little bit more concerned with jawing with the people at ringside as opposed to locking up in the ring.
I think what Cole is doing right now, he's taking his longest time before getting in the ring for one of the biggest battles of his entire career.
Well, big match for him, no doubt about that. He is making the Moondog wait. Well, that's just giving the crowd an opportunity to show their allegiance to Moondog Dylan Davis. Fans chanting and perhaps getting under the nerves of Hollywood Cole.
Well, right now, what you see is Cole ready and prepared. Once that bell rings, it's game time. And he's got his game face on right now.
Now, both competitors looking in great shape. Both competitors looking ready for a very tremendous wrestling match. This is, I'm sure, what we'll see.
Cole is looking awesome. His chest is popping. His abs are developing. You can't ask for anything more than that in terms of a look in a professional wrestler. Well, nice reversal by Hollywood Cole, as he has Moondog Dylan Davis in the wrist lock.
Certainly looking the part of a star and getting the early control, but a reversal in the wrist lock, and well scouted perhaps, going back to what you talked about earlier, the fact these two men are not strangers to each other.
And that's what I talked about earlier, Pat. You got to go for the leg when you're in the wrist lock, and that's exactly what he did. He took him down. Now he has him in a headlock. Counter for counter.
Hollywood Cole finding the opening. And bringing back down.
But is he going to keep him in there?
Davis.
Oh, top wrist lock from Moondog Dylan Davis into a hammer.
Moondog Dylan Davis, no stranger to the catch-as-catch-can style. Certainly good at fundamentals as much as anybody else. But Cole matching him, tick for tack.
Drop toe hold by Moondog into a front face lock. Now what's Hollywood going to do from here? Right back to the hammer lock. Oh, cover.
And a 2 count.
Oh, that was a close one.
Technical prowess from both of these guys in the early going.
If you did not know, Hollywood Cole is a national champion in high school in amateur wrestling. Well, this man has an experience that most people wouldn't think seeing him, but once you look into it, you'd be amazed by the credentials that this man has before getting into professional wrestling.
Well, seeing some of that pedigree on display as well, and also worth noting the K-tape on the shoulder of the Moondog Dylan Davis. I'm not sure if that's going to come into play.
And what Hollywood Cole needs to do is work on that shoulder to do more damage.
Kind of highlighting a potential weakness in Moondog Dylan Davis, who's ground in the middle of the ring.
Because Dylan is already a strong dude. But already what you see is Hollywood Cole showing that he's much stronger with that shoulder tackle.
Well, certainly a lot of strength behind that shoulder indeed. And great athleticism
nice
by Dylan Davis.
Very nice leapfrog by Hollywood. Oh!
Leg drop, nobody home. And again, well scouted for both wrestlers. Counter for counter.
Oh. Reversal after reversal. I can't even see what's going on right now. They're going at a pace that I've never seen before.
Quick pace to start the match for sure, and Hollywood Cole decides it's a little too quick, and he goes into the ropes.
No, I think that was an intelligent call on Hollywood Cole's end, Patrick.
He may want to slow down the match. He knows a bit of a road game, if you will, when you're wrestling Dylan Davis in this part of the world. He's a very popular wrestler.
Right back to the collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, that's what I would do. See, Hollywood Cole is thinking strategically.
He backs him into the ropes. He's got that 5 count.
That's right, Cole. Tell him who you are.
Well, the fans getting introduced to Hollywood Cole. They didn't know him already.
Ref didn't see it. Doesn't count.
Well, Hollywood Cole perhaps feels like he has to push the envelope against Dylan Davis.
What are these idiots saying?
Well, I don't know what they're chanting, but I'm sure they're putting their support behind Moondog Dylan Davis.
Oh, double D for Dylan Davis. Okay. Stupid chant. Oh, vicious forearm from Moondog, though.
The man they're chanting for in control of the match now.
Oh, he didn't get all that.
Indeed not.
What's Cole doing? What's Dylan doing? Oh, a slingshot into the corner. Oh!
Great awareness there by Cole. And look at this, just counter for counter again.
That's right, grab the waist, Cole. Oh, stay on him. Perfect.
Kick to the stomach.
Nice kick by Cole.
Hollywood Cole accounting quite well for himself
into
here.
A shoulder roll.
And both of these guys seemingly with an answer for everything the other has thrown at him.
This is a tit-for-tat match. What you see is dominoes falling and dominoes coming back up between Moondog Dylan Davis and Hollywood Cole.
Absolutely. And Cole accusing there was some hair pulling. I don't think that's in Dylan Davis's bag of tricks.
I think Dylan did do it.
Well, Emily Parker, the referee in charge.
Just as well of a cheater.
And regardless of his stature at the moment, he's down on the mat. As Hollywood Cole grounding him with those series of overhand forearms.
Like I said before, he is using his length to his advantage, and that's what he needs to do in order to overcome Dylan's strength.
Certainly an in-shape young competitor, but thrown into the turnbuckle, and Dylan Davis able to bring him to the outside.
What's Dylan going for here now?
Possible high-risk maneuver. Thought like he might try to dive out the ring. Maybe thought better of it.
That's right.
Drop kick low, and now he's going up to the middle rope.
Oh, leg drop. Guillotine leg drop from the middle rope by Moondog Dylan Davis.
Pinfall in the middle of the ring. Veteran cover. Leg hooked. And a 2 count, maybe 2.5. Emily Parker right on top of the action there. As Dylan Davis probably impressed already with the young Hollywood Cole that he's been able to withstand that assault.
Hollywood Cole is hanging with the best, and he is showing why he is the best up-and-comer in all of maritime wrestling.
Certainly giving a fine showing here against one of ECPW's biggest stars in the Moondog Dylan Davis, who takes Cole down to the mat and a powerful shoulder
European
tackle.
uppercut by Moondog Dylan Davis off the middle rope.
Pinfall attempt again, a 1 and a 2.
That is a signature move that you see from Dylan on a regular basis.
We have seen him do that quite a bit, and certainly a statement that the young Hollywood Cole is able to get up at 2. And now he's regrouping, wondering where he is, perhaps.
Very nice.
Kick to the legs.
Kick to the leg.
And as you said,
and
take
now
out the legs.
Going for here? Oh, very smart.
Using the ropes against Dylan Davis. And Emily Parker will be watching on the ropes.
What's he going for here? Oh, super kick.
Down goes Dylan Davis out into the floor.
It looks like Dylan's in a lot of pain. He landed his lower back on that apron, which is the hardest part of the ring.
Absolutely.
And now what Hollywood Cole needs to do is work on that lower back.
And on top of that, the additional impact rolling out onto the concrete. Of course, both of these guys are going to have to get the match back in the ring if they want to score a pinfall attempt. But right now, Dylan Davis is in another world. He might not remember that he's in New Waterford. And he's thrown over the barricade. Boy,
landed on that lower back once again.
Absolutely.
Cole is not only using his length, but he's using his strength. And you see that from Hollywood Cole.
I was watching in fear for that young child who thankfully wasn't bowled over by Dylan Davis. And Hollywood Cole basking in what he's done.
That's right, but you need to stay on Dylan right now.
Absolutely, unless he wants a count-out victory. I think he wants to win by pinfall. He wants to get Dylan Davis back in the ring.
Oh, what's he doing here?
Gaining some
Run
momentum
faster,
running around
Cole.
the ring.
Run faster. Oh!
Poke to the eye.
Wonderfully done, Hollywood Cole. Wonderfully done.
Emily Parker saying that she warned Cole about that. And she's showing some discretion. I know she wants to see a winner here as well.
It didn't happen in the ring, so she can't disqualify him.
Well, she is providing some leniency. And something else that didn't happen in the ring is Cole going right into that barricade. And now Dylan Davis administering a heavy chop, and Cole feels
what
the
I'm
imprint
seeing
on the
is
concrete.
an exchange between the same moves, same mindset. This is a very even bout in terms of the same approach when it comes to a professional wrestling match between two of these competitors.
Yeah, seeing some do-si-do for sure, both stealing from the other's playbook.
Oh,
And now
but Cole has the advantage.
Cole putting some boots into the back here of Dylan Davis, who's trying to get back up on his feet. And has him ground into the corner, taking full
Now he
advantage
has
of the
him
5
out.
count. As
Oh,
Moondog
is he gonna
Dylan
shoot him
Davis
in the
trouble,
corner?
perhaps.
right in that corner. Oh, very nice roll up by Moondog Dylan Davis. Shades of Randy Orton.
2 count for the Moondog. Perhaps looking to put Hollywood Cole away. Cole escapes,
Oh.
kick right to the stomach.
Right to the midsection. Into a playmaker. Well executed by Hollywood Cole. But he needs to pin him right now.
I agree. Can't be focused on the audience. Pinfall attempt. 1 and a 2.
And he had that
almost a
leg
3
nice
count.
and hooked.
He did a great cover, a veteran cover almost by Hollywood Cole, and he's in disbelief that that wasn't enough to put away the Moondog Dylan Davis.
Oh, now he's stomping his arm.
Perhaps trying to take away the appendages.
Oh.
If he goes to work on the arm, might be harder to kick out.
Right to the leg. Right to the leg again.
Trying to take out every appendage he can. And now we talked earlier about the K-tape going to work on that perhaps pre-injured shoulder.
And this is what he needs to do right now. He needs to wear that shoulder out even more than it already is. And once he has that, Dylan won't be able to move anything else. Oh, but he's using his opposite hand.
Moondog whips Cole into the ropes, into the buckle, up to the second
what's
rope.
he going for? It looked like he was going for a monkey flip, but Cole had him.
He had another reversal, though. And now they're exchanging blows on the ropes.
Oh, is he going for a tornado DDT from here? No, and he doesn't get it.
Well scouted by Cole, throws Davis to the mat.
Into a sling blade.
Has him on the mat.
Super kick.
Perhaps where he wants him. Hollywood
That's the
Cole.
second time he executed that super kick.
He's accounting very well for
Well-rounded
himself
feet.
here.
But he needs to stop pandering to the audience and go for that pin. Once again, he needs to do more than just hook that leg to keep Moondog Dylan Davis down.
Well, perhaps that second of hesitation going for the cover is what made the difference.
If he would have put his hand on that bad shoulder, I don't think Dylan would have kicked out.
Perhaps that is something he has to do and add to his playbook as the match continues on.
Right to the buckle.
Dylan Davis feeling every brunt of every blow as he finds himself in trouble
Punch
in the
again.
corner.
That's right. Go for the legs, Cole. You already hit him enough.
Boy, high risk maneuver here, perhaps.
What are they going for here?
Looks like he might be going almost. Look, he was considering a pile driver off the second
What
rope.
it looked like to me was either a pile driver or a Pepsi plunge. Either move would have been vicious. Oh,
Now
what
Dylan
are we going to
Davis,
see
he's
here?
going up to the top, Jefferson.
The Tiger
Sunset
Bomb!
Flip!
Tiger Bomb! Oh, and Cole kicks out.
What a match we're seeing here. Took everything to kick out of that Tiger Bomb. And now both men find themselves on the mat. Who's going to get up to a vertical base first?
And the crowd is behind Moondog Dylan Davis to its fullest. As this is Moondog Dylan Davis' second home from Newfoundland.
He is certainly in territory. He likes to wrestle here at ECPW, and he's got the fans behind him as he's trying to get a victory under young Hollywood Cole.
It looks like Cole's not getting anything from the strikes right now.
Perhaps the momentum on his side.
Dylan's coming back. Coming back like a ball of fire.
Absolutely. We've seen this before so many times.
Oh, backbreaker.
Moondog Dylan Davis going for the kill, perhaps.
I don't know what that move was, but it was pretty impressive from Moondog Dylan Davis.
Another impressive offensive onslaught here from Dylan Davis as he looks to put the finishing touches on this match, but young Hollywood Cole still has plenty in the tank. Perhaps.
Could he be going for that patented Tiger Driver, but Cole caught him down. Oh. Blue Thunder Bomb by Moondog Dylan Davis.
Pinfall attempt, and a 1 and a 2. Oh, and almost a 3, maybe about 2 and 8, 9,
It looked like Cole almost had him there, but Dylan Davis used all of his strength to lift him up and drop him right on his back with that Tiger Bomb.
Almost got the 3 count.
Let me correct myself, Blue Thunder Bomb, not Tiger Bomb.
And Moondog Dylan Davis having to throw everything in his arsenal here against the young Hollywood Cole.
Is it a DVD?
Could be. Countered, though.
Backstabber by Hollywood Cole.
Huge moment in the match for Hollywood Cole. Bounce off the
Springboard.
ropes. Knee drop, pinfall attempt, perhaps. Perhaps a pinfall attempt. And a 2 count. Now sometimes.
It looked like Cole didn't get all that.
Perhaps not, and somehow Moondog Dylan Davis, after everything we've seen, he finds himself reeling and wondering if he is going to survive this battle with the up-and-coming Hollywood Cole.
It looks like to me Cole is coming back with everything that he has. The intensity, the strikes, the delivery. I think this is Cole's night by the looks of it.
It could very well
nice
be.
reversal by Dylan Davis into a snapmare. DVD by Moondog Dylan Davis.
Is that going to be it? 1, a 2.
I
thought it was 3 just at the last second.
Dylan has put people down with that DVD multiple times, but tonight, not with Hollywood Cole.
Hollywood Cole showing incredible resilience. And I think just the look on the faces of both Dylan Davis and Emily Parker couldn't believe he was able to kick out at the last second. He's going to that place, trying to finish this match.
Is he going for the patented Tiger Driver?
Could well be, and Emily Parker. Boy, it's not been a good night for the officials.
And a low blow by Hollywood Cole.
Hollywood Cole, we've had a tremendous matchup here.
The smart man that I know.
Hollywood Cole.
Into a stroke, and that's it. That is it, Patty, and you know it.
And it is. This is a major upset. Hollywood Cole.
The biggest win in Hollywood Cole's maritime wrestling career.
This could be a career-defining victory for Hollywood Cole. And Emily Parker, a little bit confused. She did not see the low blow. Hollywood Cole resorting to some underhanded means, and he gets the win. It's going to show as a victory over the Moondog Dylan Davis.
Hollywood Cole did whatever it took, and I got to give it up to Moondog Dylan Davis. He put up one hell of a fight, but couldn't overcome Hollywood Cole's underhanded tactics.
Well, I have to say, this is no disrespect to Hollywood Cole, but this, I would have to think, is a major upset and perhaps a landmark victory for that young man.
I agree, 100%. Moondog Dylan Davis has nothing to be ashamed of because he laid it all on the line, fired at all cylinders, but again, couldn't get the job done.
Hollywood Cole perhaps signaling to this audience that by hook or by crook, he's arrived here at East Coast Pro Wrestling. He is your winner over the Moondog. So you are watching East Coast Pro Wrestling Metal Mayhem on Seaside Communications, provided by Roger.
Time for your main event this evening. And it's for the ECPW Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, Patty, are you excited for this? The anticipation is real. The match that we've been waiting for all night long.
In case you're not
People have been waiting for a long time to see these two finally battle it out for the championship.
You heard John Pattern say it. It's taking place inside of a steel cage where you can go over the cage to win the match, but you could also escape through the door. And also pinfall and submission.
This is a high-stakes matchup, to say the least. And it's all come down to this. These two men were teammates at the last show. and would not have guessed that we would see a steel cage match. The challenge was laid forth by Troy Merrick, and I was acting as interim commissioner, had no choice but to make it official. And I think the people are pretty fired up to see this one tonight.
Yeah, and now it has all come to this point. Charlie initially challenged Troy after he defeated Justin Newhook, and it led to July when they were in a 6-man tag team match to work together. But Troy decided to show his true colors, and that was that he was all about himself and that ECPW championship.
Well, the fans are certainly behind Charlie Hubley, and I can understand to a degree Troy Merrick's frustration. He's somebody who's given a lot to ECPW, but it's hard to deny the organic connection that Charlie Hubley has made with these people here, and I think a lot of them are ready to see him win the ECPW title. However, Troy Merrick is going to have something to say about that tonight.
We're going to see steel against bodies, heads clashing against heads, and by far, this is going to be the most gruesome match following up the ladder match.
Yeah, it could be the most so in ECPW history, the first cage match they've had, and it is for the ECPW Championship.
Undisputed ECPW Heavyweight Champion.
Very bold statement made by John Patterson. Undisputed, I think I can agree with that.
Killer, Troy Merrick.
Troy Merrick winning the ECPW Championship from Lincoln Steen last year. He's also a former Celtic Roots champion. They successfully defended the title against Chris Masters, against Justin Newhook. Been a champion in UCW as well. Accomplishments speak for themselves, but he'd grown tired of Charlie Hubley, and it's escalated to the point that we need a steel cage to settle it tonight.
I think we very well could see Charlie Hubley not only just becoming a former Celtic Roots champion, but the new ECPW champion to line up those accolades with Troy. Oh, what is taking place here?
These two aren't even going to wait until they're
outside.
getting into the
Oh my
cage.
God! They are going at it. This is an absolute hockey fight between Troy Merrick and Charlie Hubley right now. They both know what's at stake. The ECPW Championship, the most prestigious prize in all of maritime wrestling.
Absolutely, and it's about more than the championship. These two men can't stand each other. It's been bubbling over.
This has been accumulating for 5 long months, and it has only gotten to this point where there's 2 tensions that rise, and only one will prevail.
And of course, we had a ladder match earlier in Metal Mayhem, and those ladders coming into play now.
Oh my God, Charlie Hubley just went right through that steel.
Troy Merrick using the cage as a weapon, and eventually these two are going to have to get in the cage so that we can settle this. And Scotty McPherson on the outside, well, he's got his work cut out for him in this one.
And it's 1 man in, 1 man out. There's no way out. Once that cage door is locked, it is 2 guys colliding.
That's right, the cage door will keep both competitors locked in, and of course everyone else locked out, but we have to get them in the cage first. And Charlie Hubley coming out like a house on fire, and maybe his own momentum working against him, and he's going into the crowd. And this has just been a chaotic start. Now the barricade has come down.
It is a very smart call on Troy's end to keep him away from the cage, because once he wears him out on the outside, he has nothing but flesh inside that cage. They are pulling all the stops to make sure that one of them is the winner. This is survival of the fittest. Once you're in that cage, like I said, there is no way out unless you climb over the top.
100% is survival of the fittest, and they're pulling out of the stops before they're even in the cage. Fans that crowded around, and again, great work by our camera team here to capture all the action. And Troy Merrick using a chair as a weapon. And I'm sure there may still be some Troy Merrick fans here, but he perhaps...
Troy doesn't have too many, and I don't think Troy even cares.
Yeah, he perhaps lost the rest of them by declaring war on Charlie Hubley, and maybe, finally, we're going to get this match in the ring.
Oh, Charlie went over the barricade.
Just think about all the damage that's being inflicted to these two already before we even start the official match. We haven't even begun yet. We're still waiting for the bell to be rung. Scotty McPherson's having to make his way around the barricade to see if he can try to get these two in the ring. And then Charlie Hubley somehow thwarting that early assault. Now he's throwing Troy Merrick in the cage, and I think finally we're going to get ourselves the cage match. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Pretty close, and What a vicious low blow by Troy. Kicked him straight in the groin.
And of course, nothing the official can do. No DQ in the cage.
Nope, no DQ in the cage. Oh, is Troy using that cage door?
Looks like he wants to use it as a weapon.
And that is the years of experience that Troy has. And
right into the head of Charlie Hubley. This could turn out to be a violent, bloody affair.
This doesn't look good for Charlie.
You can see the instinct of the official. Scotty McPherson wants to stop him, but they can't do anything here because this is no disqualification.
And these fans are not liking Troy whatsoever.
Most definitely not, but Troy Merrick, say what you want about him. He has been a very, very good champion in ECPW.
Despite what he has done, he is still champion regardless.
It is his title, and Charlie Hubley's going to have to try to take it from him tonight.
And you can see Charlie being flung around like a ping pong.
Yeah, not the start the challenger was looking for, as it is Troy Merrick ripping that side.
That's right, Troy. You show them who's boss.
And as you said, Jefferson James, Troy Merrick is in no mood to appeal to the fans tonight. He's just concerned about retaining that
business
title
tonight. And his business is that ECPW championship.
That is his business indeed. Looking to defend that championship.
And the referee did not ring the bell yet.
And we're still waiting. I'm not sure if the timekeeper was thrown off by this chaotic start.
But I think the match is official at this point.
I believe we can
the
declare it
referee
underway.
And the two men are in the cage. The bell's already been rung. Just like Charlie's head by Troy Merrick.
Absolutely. These matches shorten careers, and I think both these guys, well, maybe they knew the risk, but I don't know if you really understand until you get into the cage the severity of a contest like this.
Once you get in that cage, you're risking more than just your body. You're risking your livelihood.
Absolutely.
Your head grinds against that steel. There's blood draining right down.
Risking your career as well. And Charlie Hubley's been lacerated, it looks like, Jefferson James.
It looks like Charlie has gotten back up, and
he is bleeding for sure.
Charlie is like a crimson mask right now, but somehow he's fighting back with everything that he has.
I didn't catch what happened. I'm assuming as one of the repeated blows into the cage itself. We talk about the cage being a weapon, but right now he's fighting it off at a powerful suplex.
This has to be all willpower right now, Pat. Because
no question.
If it's any other man, they would not be up right now. They'd be down on the mat. But Charlie Hubley knows what's at stake. The ECPW championship could be his tonight, and he has nothing to lose. He is going to get up with everything that he has, and that's exactly what he is doing right now.
Yeah, these title opportunities don't come along too often, and he couldn't have covered any better. Hit the leg, hooked the arms, but Troy Merrick, he's not going to give away that ECPW title.
No, not by a long shot. Troy Merrick is going to do whatever he can to take it and keep it for himself.
And again, we're seeing the cage used as a weapon. Charlie Hubley, as you said, a crimson mask already, and we're just getting going here. They only got into the cage moments ago.
Oh, and he's going to use that cage to his disposal once again.
It might not be long before we see Troy Merrick sporting a bloody face as well at this rate. As Charlie Hubley bleeding, but he's got the momentum.
Oh, it looks like he's going to grind his head against the steel. And that's exactly what he is doing right now. I can't believe it.
Well, these are not matches for the weak-hearted, that's for sure.
This is a main event that everyone has been waiting for, and this is exactly what a main event should be.
Troy was trying to protect himself from those blows, but I don't know how well he did.
But Charlie ain't climbing over the cage right now. He's too worried about these people. If I was him right then and there, I would have climbed over that cage and took that ECPW championship from me.
Well, he's got his focus on Troy Merrick now. And now his leg goes into the cage.
He grabbed his foot and he threw him and flung him right across that cage again.
Now, I speculated Troy Merrick would soon be joining Charlie Hubley in the Blood Club, and he is as well.
It looks like Troy is already there.
Both of these guys giving blood and giving everything to try to be ECPW champion tonight.
And that's what a steel cage match is, nothing but blood and guts.
Certainly these are violent matches, there's no question. High-risk maneuver here, perhaps a superplex, and indeed it is!
Oh my God, that did not look like a nice landing. It looked like Charlie landed on the back of his neck.
He'll be feeling that one for tomorrow, and he'll be feeling it right now as well.
In his lower back. Oh, my Lord, that looked gruesome.
Heavy impact on the mat. And Troy Merrick
needs to stay on him right now. He needs to stop pandering to these pests.
He doesn't look like he's going to have any sympathy for his challenger.
No, and he shouldn't.
Well, he knows this is a certainly capable opponent for his title.
Charlie is trying to take away his championship, the championship that he has worked so hard for, and he's not going to let anyone get in the way of that championship, especially Charlie Hubley.
Well, that's right. Not only is there a title on the line, but this is a grudge match. And as you said, this is the most prestigious prize in all the Maritime Wrestling at stake here. Over the ropes and into the cage goes Charlie Hubley.
This is a bloodbath, and there's nothing more that these people want than just that.
Well, it has come to this for these two men that just have grown to, well, not stand each other, quite frankly. As you said, it's been boiling for a long time, even when they were teammates. Back suplex.
Side kick to the stomach, knee to the face into a German suplex. I have seen Troy put people away with that. I have seen them dazed afterwards, and Troy is doing whatever he can to make sure that they're down and out.
Well, the fans trying to get behind Charlie Hubley. It may not be enough. Troy Merrick
can't believe it.
He can't believe. He doesn't know what happened to all of his fans here in ECPW.
They once loved him, but they just loved Charlie a little bit more, and Troy got jealous, I think.
I think so as well.
Oh, he went for that scissors kick. Troy went for the spinning back kick. Line duck. A kick to the stomach. Is he going for that tombstone? He put Charlie away to win the Celtic Roots Championship with that tombstone. Oh, schoolboy.
One and a two.
Two. Oh, and a kick out.
And I think to your point, Jefferson, we talked about these two wrestling each other. They certainly know each other's offense, and that's why we're seeing all these ducks and reversals as Charlie Hubley takes control with a chop to the throat. Ripped into the ropes. Clothesline down.
It's just clothesline by Charlie Hubley.
I don't know where he's getting this from.
Oh, what's he going for here? Enziguri!
Troy Merrick has been brought down to his knees, and I can't believe the resilience of Charlie Hubley in this contest.
Charlie is pulling everything out. I don't even know how he's standing up, but it looks like he's hanging on by a thread right now. But I got to give it to him.
I think that could apply to both men.
That ECPW championship.
Knee to the face of Troy Merrick. And now perhaps Charlie is feeling the championship could be within his grasp.
It looks like it's going that way. Oh, spinning back kick from Troy. Is he going to cover him?
He will. Oh, 2 3/4. I think it may have been very, very, very close. And Troy Merrick almost fell into that cover, but it was almost a winning cover.
I don't know how Charlie kicked out of that. I am astonished right now, Pat.
I don't know how much longer this can go as Troy Merrick now questioning the referee, Scotty McPherson. He's got to worry about Charlie Hubley.
Charlie Hubley has been training with Sidewalk Sam, a 22-year wrestling veteran. Has this paid off is the question.
Well, that neck breaker could spell the end. We've been watching those videos of Charlie Hubley online getting ready. Of course, he spent much of the year injured. Came back at the last show. And now he's hoping to be victorious as champion.
Oh, and a nip up by Charlie. I don't know how he's pulling out all the stops, Patrick, but this is amazing.
It is unbelievable for sure. You're seeing two of the very best. He's going all the way to the top. He wouldn't go to the top of the cage. He wouldn't. He's already in high-risk territory as it is.
Oh, Charlie.
Elbow drop, nobody home, and now it's Troy Merrick's time.
Is Troy going to go for the elbow drop? I think Troy may have him right here.
He very well might. He's at the top rope.
Oh,
this one didn't miss.
And he's going for the patented tombstone driver.
This has got to be it. If he hits this maneuver, you'd have to think. Spinning tombstone. Pinfall in the ring. 1, 2. Oh, and at the last second.
Another one.
That could not have been any closer.
That was 2 3/4 once again, Pat.
Have you seen anybody kick out of that move?
Out?
I have no idea. Have you seen anybody kick out of that tombstone before?
This is unbelievable.
We are seeing everything in a championship match that you can imagine. And
Charlie is the eye of the tiger. I know I had a different opinion on him earlier, but he is the eye of the tiger.
Well, certainly all the respect for both men. Oh, no, Scotty McPherson. It's been a bad night for the officials. He goes down.
Oh, he's going to go for the scissors kick, and he hits the scissors kick.
Charlie Hubley in
What's
control
he
of the
going
match
to-
now.
Oh, into a fireman's carry position.
Fireman's carry.
Attitude adjustment by Charlie Hubley.
And now, Scotty McPherson making his way to his feet. We could have a
It
pinfall
looks like
attempt.
Scotty is regaining consciousness right here.
What is Charlie
So
going to
What
do?
is Charlie going to hit from here? Is it going to be the patented elbow drop that has put down many other wrestlers?
Well, it didn't pay off the last time. Second time the charm, perhaps.
And he hits it! Cover
Elbow
him, Charlie!
drop.
Cover him!
One.
2, 3. Yeah!
We've got a new champion.
Here's your winner and new ECPW Heavyweight Champion.
That was a spectacle of a main event, Patrick. I can't
Unbelievable.
believe how excellent this show was from the first match to the last match.
Unbelievable night of wrestling and an unbelievable way to finish Metal Mayhem. Just listen to this crowd. They've wanted nothing more than to see Charlie Hubley win that ECPW championship.
And you
And
see
in an
Troy.
incredible cage match, he has done just that.
Your new ECPW champion, the greatest of all time, Charlie Hubley.
It has been quite the road to redemption for Charlie Hubley. From being despised to losing a match that sent him out of ECPW, to winning his way back to ECPW, to winning the hearts of the fans of ECPW, and now to winning the ECPW championship in a steel cage tonight at the New Waterford District Community Center. An unbelievable career-making moment for the greatest of all time, Charlie Hubley in New Waterford tonight.
There were many moments in the match where we thought it was going to be over from the beginning to the end, but Charlie never gave up, and this is what it got him to that ECPW championship. And now we are in a new era of East Coast Pro Wrestling.
A tremendous victory for Charlie Hubley, and certainly all the congratulations as well to Troy Merrick for how he carried the ECPW title. But as you said, Jefferson James, it is a new era. It is the Charlie Hubley era. He is the winner. He is your champion. This has been an outstanding installment of East Coast Pro Wrestling. Well, Jefferson James, thanks for riding shotgun here alongside myself, Patrick McNeil. You've been watching Metal Mayhem on ECPW Wrestling on Seaside Communications, powered by Rogers.